I just want to go ahead and get started so that we're not like holding you guys up too late because I know some of y'all was like, I'm not up this late. So anyway, so without further ado, Chrissy, we definitely just want to hear your secrets, your goodies. But first, I just want to know, like, what's your story? So, like, when did you join? Why did you join, and things like that.
So I joined like September 26th last year. And really, I didn't have a real reason. I don't really remember why I joined. I can't remember. Like, I joined knowing that I wanted to make extra income, so I guess that will be a reason why I joined. But also, too, I guess I do have a reason. I always wanted to, like, help women. Like, my whole thing in general, like, with my businesses and everything, is all about empowering women, helping women just look good inside and out. So I said that a while ago when I was experiencing with Herbalife that I wanted to find a product that I can use to help women to achieve certain goals, health wise and all of that. So randomly, I wasn't even thinking about It Works. I had seen that Crystal has started, and I did It Works back in the past, like in 2014, but it didn't really go good for me because of a team I was on. I can't remember what team it was. But long story short, she had started her business, and I had seen she was making posts. I think she might have made one of those posts like about starting her business and looking for people to support, stuff like that. So I think I inboxed her and was like, hey girl, congratulations on your business. I love supporting other people when they are starting businesses. So I think I asked her about buying a product from her. And then we just started talking, and then she just was like, no, I told her, like, yeah, I used to be a distributor, but I wasn't really feeling the company and everything, how my team was being ran and all of that. But, I wished her good luck. And she was like, well, how about you try our team or try my team? Something like that. She said, I can't remember. So I'm like, okay. Yes, I don't remember, Crystal. Did I give you a hard time? I don't think so. I think I was like, okay, cool. I gave her a date. Yeah. And on that date, we followed up. I think it was during like BOGO. No, I missed BOGO. So I signed up right after that, and I signed up. And from that point on, I started, I didn't really go head first in the business because in October, I think I did all right. But then I lost my grandmother in November. So November, I just didn't do anything at all. December is when I kind of felt like, okay, let me get back on track with everything. But I really did not start really working It Works until probably January is when I started taking it serious. But that's how I started.
Wow. Okay. So you literally just like took off in January. And so I don't know if you have like an actual count right now, but do you know, like, just off the top of your head, how many distributors you've signed up since then, since either joining or January?
Let me just take a guess. I know in January I had 3. No, January I had 2, and I had Candace in December. So that put me at, so since January, let me see, 2 in January. February I had, I think, 9 or 10. I think 10. And then I think 9 or 10. And then March I had, I'm gonna say like 3. So far this month I have, I think, like 5.
Wow. Yes. Okay. So the burning question, I'm quite sure everybody is like thinking, like, okay, how do you do it? Like, how in the world how did Chrissy bring in all these distributors? Right. And like, do you have a technique, or like just how did you do it?
Yep. So that's a good question, because I was like probably everybody else when I first started, like in October, when I really started to get my feet wet. I was not a distributor magnet at all. Like, I used to always tell Crystal, like, oh my God, like I just don't nobody want to join my team. Like, I make the posts. Never reached out to people, but I made the posts. I contact people that did say they wanted to join and stuff like that, but they will always give me the runaround, or they would never want to like do it at that point. They kind of just took me on like a little chase. So I did get really discouraged like back in October. And then, so, I was just like, I'm doing something wrong. Like, it's a reason why don't nobody want to join. Like, I have to figure it out. So in December will probably be the month where I think I started to research. I just started to Like the way I think is like this. In order to understand like others' journeys or to like make sense of this company or try to figure out like how to create my own journey, I need to see some of the top earners in the company and see what they're doing. So I literally started just going on people page. Like I went on your page. I was like on Alina's page. I was on Fallon's page. I was on Christine. Her name is Christine Watts, I think. I was on Ashley page. I just started just going on everybody's pages and seeing different ways that they kind of attract distributors and stuff like that. But I knew that that still wouldn't work, because one thing I've noticed is that the only way you can really attract distributors if you make it, if you're yourself. Like you have to be you. What I noticed is that when I was trying to get distributors, I wasn't being myself. I was just like using scripts. And I know this is a scripted business, but I always tell my team, take a script and reconstruct it. Make it your own. Never just send somebody a script I send you, because I feel like people become your fan on Facebook because they know you. They might not know you fully, but they do kind of know of you. And at the same time, when we send out scripts, I feel like it kind of, turns people away. Because like when I first started, this is what I would do. When people told me they wanted to join, I would instantly inbox them like, hey, I'm so excited you want to join. Here's this video. Go ahead and watch this video for me, and then inbox me back if you're interested. And I'll wait. No reply. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, is the video not good enough? Like, I would watch the video, but then I start thinking, most people get on social media not to read really long posts. They don't get on social media to watch videos. That takes you back to school, back to work. They get on there because they're just looking for some entertainment, looking for something to do quick. And so I'm thinking like, okay, so I have to try to figure this out. So at that point, I understood that I had to create a journey, because most people don't want to do what you do unless they see what you do. And also for them to see what you do, you have to be somebody that's kind of genuine. You don't have to be a saint via Facebook, but you do have to be somebody that they want to eventually not become, but be like in business if they are interested. So at that point, I realized like, okay, I need to create a journey. In order to get distributors, I have to create a journey, because I took it back to myself. Like if I join this business with Crystal, it's going to be a reason that attracted me to Crystal, and it's going to be something positive. So if that attracted me as just a normal person, that's going to attract the next person as well that's just like me. And so that's kind of what I did. I kind of sat back, came up with a plan, and my plan was in the beginning to start to create a journey. So I knew eventually I was not going to be able to have like a lot of people that wanted to join me. However, I knew along this journey of me just being myself and creating the lifestyle of myself working with the company, like becoming a part of It Works and not just promoting it, was going to make me get people to want to join my team. And I think that's kind of what happened in February. Yep. So I would say creating the journey, and I kind of lost.
Right. So yeah, question. I'm sorry. You're fine. I had lost service and then we came back. So okay. So I loved just how you said, you still you looked at everyone else's page, but then you still kind of made it your own, because I feel like you said, people are gonna more so connect to you rather than seeing everyone's success story. So that's why I always say, like, what's your story, because of that reason. And so you're a loyal customer killer too. So how do you talk to your loyal customers, or how do you pretty much like just either not only get them to join as a loyal customer, but like what are just some things that you say to them?
Yep. And so I kind of use the same three little, I call it like a, hold on. I use the same process for loyal customers as I do with distributors. And I just explained this to a few people on my team. And it's pretty much this. I get there. It's called attention, information, and connect. So first I get their attention. So from my post, of course, if they see it, if they like it, if they, if they're interested, I don't just contact the people that comment. I'm going to contact everybody, whether you liked it or you comment. And I know a lot of people, they don't really know how to approach people that may just comment on the status without sounding kind of salesy or just out of the blue random. So for my loyal customers, how I talk to them is how I would talk to like anybody. I don't sell at all. So immediately, like once they like my post or once they comment, you know, I contact them and I show excitement. Because the main thing you want to do when you contact any type of person is show excitement about what the journey that they are planning on taking with you. Because when you show them excitement, that makes them excited, and then that kind of makes them more open to actually discussing certain things that they may not really feel comfortable with discussing with you. So my typical approach is like, just say right now I have my team doing 2 different like challenges to promote volume. So I'll just say the flat tummy challenge. I would inbox somebody like, hey love, I'm so excited that you wanted to join the flat tummy challenge with me. I know that your results will be amazing if you stick to this 90-day plan. But a quick question, what are your goals? So I kind of give them like a open-ended question because I want them to give me a handful of information for me to start to connect the different products and the different things. However, I don't do a product spill. And I was going through a training with a few people on my team, and I asked them because they was trying to figure out how to get loyal customers. And immediately they told me once they ask people like, what are your goals? They tell you like, I just want to lose my tummy and, you know, tighten and tone or whatever, something like that. People, then sometimes I think most people say, okay, well, we have these amazing wraps that will help you this. Like you just read every single thing that the product do in a message and you send. I stopped doing that because I felt like it wasn't really sticking to the person. It wasn't really a real connection because in order to get the sale or to get the distributor, you have to make a connection. So at that point, once I give them like the quick brief of them joining a challenge or trying a product, whatever it is, at that point, and they tell me they want to tighten and tone or lose their tummy, I tell them something like this. Oh, like, okay, well, I most definitely will be able to help you do that. We have an amazing product that I would love to talk to you about. However, it's a lot of information, and I do want to make sure we don't miss a beat. So can I get your phone number? Or would you like to, I haven't really did the Zooms yet, but I always say things like, well, can I get your phone number so we can talk about it via text or over the phone, just so I can make sure I give you all information. And then at that point, they'll say, I never got a no from that. So at that point, they'll say, yes, I'll get the time that they're available, the date, and I'll write that down. And on that time and on that date, I'm going to contact them with that product. So I'm going to contact them like, hey, this is Chrissy from Facebook, but it works. You are interested in tightening and toning your tummy. I want to go over a few products with you and whatever, just something brief like that, because I kind of want to get them off of Facebook so I can try to build that connection, because we can get their attention through our posts. However, we can give them information, but you don't want to give too much because you don't want to talk yourself out of a sale. Like you don't want to talk so much about the cleanse is going to help you remove toxins, and then the fat fighters are going to help you remove carbs, and then the wraps are going to do this. And then at that point, you lost them. Most people you will lose because they're kind of thinking into themselves like, what is fat fighters? What are wraps? What is the cleanse? Like they don't really know this stuff. So I'm like, let me just talk to them first. And I felt like getting their attention, giving them brief information, and then making that connection off of social media kind of helps me close more sales and get more distributors as well. Okay. Yes, you can. But could you go in your room for a second so I'm done? Yeah. Thank you. Could you close my door? Yeah, but that's pretty much what I do for loyal customers. I don't know. I think Antoinette might have went out again.
I was gonna say I think she might have went out.
Yeah. She there, but her thing is muted because she on you, right, Crystal?
Yeah.
Yeah, her thing.
I know she had a list of questions, so let's just see. Okay, in case she doesn't come back, we can kind of open up. We can start taking some questions now. People have individual questions they want to ask you too.
Okay.
I don't know how to do the raise your hand option, so if anyone has a question they want to ask, you can feel free to ask now.
Hi.
My question is, how did you become comfortable enough, like, to where you were just able to reach out to people, that you didn't know? Because my problem is I'm not comfortable just reaching out to anybody.
Yes, that was me too, because I always tell my team all the time, like, I'm not the type of person, and then people find it so hard to believe. I'm not the type of person that could just walk up to a stranger and say, "Hey, girl, love those shoes." Now I am, because I've grown into that person. But even on social media, like, I'm not gonna say friendly, but I'm not that open to just, like, if you like my post, just get in your inbox like, "Hey, girl, I see you like my post." So this is what happens. In this type of business, the only way you will promote, the only way you will be successful is you become hungry. You have to kind of sit back and think, okay, so if I inbox them, they may say no, but okay, if I don't inbox them, then I would never know if they say no or yes. So how about I just jump and do it? Because that's the only way I feel like you will do it. For me, that's what I had to do. Like, one night, I told myself, like, okay, I think I was fully charted for Ruby at that point, and I knew that I wanted to get my bonus, if not to 10,000 to 5,000. Like, I have to figure out a plan because I have things I need to do. And so in order to do these things, I have to just overcome some fears and fast, because everything right now is, we got to go fast. And so little things like me getting over fear, I feel like we kind of talk ourselves out of some things sometimes. And it's like a mental thing. It's not really something you can't do. It's more mental. So to just be able to tell yourself, like, listen, just inbox them. We have the scripts and everything to do so. And so I'm like, let me just use, and I think Crystal, at that time when I start inboxing, because the month I got like 10 distributors, I did the Dream Team post. And if anybody don't know what the Dream Team post is, or Dream Team script, actually, it's kind of this script where you inbox some people that you see on Facebook. Like, I had many people liking my posts, and they would never comment, but they like every It Works post I made. They liked it. So I write those people name down, and I use the Dream Team script, and I just hopped in their inbox one day, like, hey, how are you? When I ain't say hey, are you? I was like, hey, girl. So I know this might be kind of weird and kind of random. However, I watch you on Facebook all the time, and I think you'll be amazing at what I do. So, just little stuff like that. Like, my company just released these amazing bonuses, and I'm trying to build a dream team at the moment. So, if you have the need to have additional income for whatever reason, I would love for you to join my team, and I would love to help mentor you to get that $10,000 bonus with me. And just ask them, like, do you think this is something that you'll be interested in? If so, you can text me, or you can just reply back, and I'll love to get you more information about it. But I kind of made my own personalized script to just send to people. And I think that night I might have sent it to like 30 people. Out of the 30 people, maybe like 15 responded. Out of the 15, 10 actually, no, not 10 from that. I think like maybe 5 from that actually joined. The other few were people that kind of was following my journey via Facebook and kind of just was like interested in join and learning more about the company. And one more thing I wanted to say, since you said that, and it's kind of off subject, but in order to really be successful in this company, like, when we have like 1 or 2 distributors, we need to like really take care of our team. Like, really show that via Facebook. Like, show people that you are the leader that they want to become eventually in this company. Like, make posts about your team. Tell the world how amazing they are. Like, I tell my team that probably like every other day. They amazing, or they all this other stuff like that, because people like to see that. And one thing people want to do is feel comfortable with you, comfortable enough to make an investment. Because honestly, people really take this $99 investment like it's just, buying a house. Like, this is serious to them. So you got to kind of put yourself in that mindset to understand that to them, it's not just $99. To them, it's a life investment that they're making to become better. So just getting over the fear of a no, because what's worse than somebody just saying no? Like, it's not much they can do it but say no. So I would say that alone will help you just hop in some inboxes, because I told my team, it's at least 20 people, you should just hop in their inbox and then just, use that dream team post. But eventually we got to get over that fear. So that's how I got over mine.
So I see that Caroline has a question too. Deanna, did she answer your question?
Yeah, she did. Thank you.
So just to piggyback off of what you just said real fast, like on average, how many people do you think you actually talk to about your opportunity or about being a customer a week or a day, whichever you want to gauge?
Yep. So that's another good question, because I told my team this is a numbers game. This business alone, to me, it's all a numbers game. So daily, I am trying to reach out to maybe 20 to 30 LCs a day. And I need to reach out to at least 10, like if not 10 a day distributors. I need to at least reach out to 5 is the minimum. 5 people will be my minimum daily if I can't get 10 DTs. But when it comes to loyal customers, I need at least maybe 20 a day or every other day, because I feel like in a week I want to at least have at least 80 to 100 possibilities, because we have so many people that fail us, meaning that they don't really push through, or they don't, say we got somebody been working with them all week and it's that time where they say they ready to buy, then they disappear. Like, okay, what happened? So I only have my list of 4 people that I've contacted via all week, and my goal this week is to get this much in volume. So if I only have these 4 people and 3 of them don't go through, then what am I going to fall back on? So to have that list built and to have all those possibilities ready is only going to make your life a lot easier. Than you're going to be able to build the volume that you need for yourself and also to help your team. So daily, I would say LCs, I'm trying to push at least 20 a day. Distributors at the minimum 5.
Okay, so this is how you end up with all of your 8 to 10 people on your follow-up Fridays.
Each month, like right now going into May, I probably have like 3 that have dates that they already booked, because I'm always contacting, and I'm not annoying either, because I don't like annoying people. So don't think that I'm just in people inbox like, hey, it's your time, girl, sign up, at all. I'm not doing that. But also too, this is why I tell people, just build that journey. Show people how amazing the company is. Show your payments. Don't show what you make, of course, if you're not comfortable, but make snapshots of when you get your paychecks. For those of you that promote, when you promote, post your messages that you get from the company. Just little stuff, just talk about how amazing the business is, and make yourself a part of the product, whether you have your results or not. If you on your way to the gym, post a picture with your drink, or if you waking up in the morning washing your face, you don't have to have a picture of you in the cleanser, but just incorporate yourself in the business so that people can see your journey, and then they can see the success that you're making too.
So I definitely think that's a good point, because I feel like a lot of people actually want to see you, and like you said, see your excitement, see how the business is working for you. It doesn't have to be something major. It can be something small, just as simple as you paying a bill or enjoying an outing with friends.
Exactly.
Anything. Yep. Just make sure you're getting your face getting your journey and your face in the presence of them, basically. Caroline, you had a question.
So I wanted to go back to when you were talking about how you reached out to your quote unquote dream team. I used something close to that today to reach out to 15 people, and 3 girls replied to me, and they were like, yeah, call me or let me call you. So I have 2 follow-ups later today, but I'm like, okay, well, where do I go from here? In terms of holding that conversation and working toward closing them for distributors.
Yep. Okay. It's a good question. So once you get that, yes, call me, and you have that open point. And I would say this: if you are kind of new and you don't feel 100% comfortable with closing on your own, don't do it. Contact one of your uplines. So contact me, contact somebody, and tell them hey, I have 2 girls, or I have a girl that's thinking about joining the team. I don't want to mess this up. So could you be on a Zoom chat, or could you at least probably just be on a 3-way call so I can tell them, and then you can be honest with them too. Let them know hey girl, so I just joined and I love the business so far. It's been amazing for me. However, I want you to get all of the information, so I don't want to miss a beat. So therefore, I want to put one of my business partners on the line, and I want her to, if you have questions or something I can't answer, she'll be able to answer it for you. I feel like tag teaming is the best way to succeed with everything. So closing distributors and everything else. So always, and if you're comfortable, let's just say if you are comfortable, when you get them on the phone, just let them let them talk to you. So once you get them on the phone, hey, so whether it's a phone call or texting, just kind of let them say, like, you give your intro and you'll just say something like, hey girl, so I'm so excited you're thinking about joining my team. Just a quick question, if you don't mind me answering. What was your main reason for reaching back, saying that you wanted to join, or kind of give them something, kind of make them tell you their why for even wanting to start this business? Because a lot of people will tell you like, well, I honestly, once you ask me about making additional income, I am trying to invest in real estate and I need that 10,000 to possibly, put a down payment on a home. So little stuff like that. Then take that, be like, okay, well, perfect. Well, the extra income you need will be amazing for you to use for your real estate business. And I think that this company will be able to help you. So make sure you take all of their key points and just use all of our perks to make them feel comfortable, because they don't care about anything else but what it's going to do for them. Yep. I was going to say, is it that kind of answer for you, Caroline?
Yeah, it does. It does. I just got a text that my little cousin got into Howard just now, so I'm trying to hold that clear. So if I have a moment right quick.
Yes, the what?
Howard.
Yeah, I'm about to shout.
Girl, you got me over here. I got a little hot. No, that's amazing.
Yeah, awesome. Congratulations. Tell them to connect with me.
Yes, congratulations. That is amazing.
Thank you.
Aww.
So yes, I will reach out to you and Candace after this call so that we can close these two. I'm trying to promote before the end of the month.
We know and we ready for you, so we will most definitely make that happen.
I think Yasmin had a question too.
Okay.
I just want to know, like, is it like, are you just reaching out to your Facebook friends or like random people? You know how people come up in the people you may know.
Oh, good question. So I don't reach out to like the people you may know people. So I got like a lot of friends on Facebook, and I deleted a lot, and I always get more. I like different things that I got going on. But I don't just reach out to randoms. So let me just go back to that point. I'm going to reach out to people that I know, that I think anyway, from just Facebook. And I don't know some of these people that I reach out to. I kind of reach out to people that I kind of feel like will be a good fit for my team. So somebody that I see that's going to be business oriented, they're going to be professional. They don't have to be super professional, but people that I know will work the business. Like, just an example. If I have a friend on Facebook, they're super popular, but they're really catty, I'm not going to ask them to join the team. Like, it's never that serious to just like fill your spots on your team with just anybody. Because one thing I want to say, don't be too fast to grow your team. Because again, I went like almost 3 months with just one distributor, and I kind of, it was I forgot her name on Facebook. I think it's Synovia or something like that. She made a good point. Like, back then when I was trying to build, most definitely when you build, you want to build a strong foundation, and then don't worry about not having somebody and you've been in the business for 3 months or 4 or 5 months, because eventually when you do start to build, you want to really build so that you don't have to rebuild, or you don't have to just each month, build somebody each month. Like, you want to make sure it's people that's going to help you become successful. And as you move up, you don't have to go back and just keep fixing what's broken. So I always tell people, like, don't really worry, because in the beginning I was just like that. Like, I wanted some distributors, especially because I seen people on my team that were getting them and I wasn't. And I'm just like, now I'm telling myself, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I kind of start questioning myself. And that's why I tell people, never be discouraged. Always understand that no is always just fuel to the fire for when you do get the yes. And it kind of just motivates you to keep going. So I reach out to people that I know will be successful, but I don't know some of these people I talk to.
Okay.
Yes. Diamond Leader, I'm back.
Oh, no, I was going to say that was like a really good point for Chrissy to mention, because like she said, she really did not start working. She really did not start working until like literally probably January, for real. Mm-hmm. Once they released these bonuses and she saw that it was possible, it was just like literally an overnight thing. She changed her perspective. And once she changed her perspective, like, she was on fire. So for like like she went 3 months without a distributor, like one of her own, like that was real, y'all. And just in a matter of a couple of weeks after she got the news, she was able to turn her business completely around. So I do think that speaks to like your hunger, like your motivation, and whether or not you know, like, you really want to do this. Because if you really want to do this, you're going to make it happen, like, by any means necessary. Go ahead, Ned. I think you're back. Did we lose her again? Okay, well, does anyone else have questions?
I didn't see her thing say left. I don't know.
I think her signal is going in and out because she's driving.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm driving home, y'all. I'm so sorry. But from what I just heard, like you telling Yasmin, I mean, that was just the perfect thing, because when I had first came in, Alina was a double diamond too, so she wasn't at where she is now as far as leadership. So we did a lot of trial and error, and it was just so crazy that we used to do crazy things like purge on social media and like just clear out everything and rebrand yourself. Like, she literally had it where, like, go take photo shoots, go do this, go do that. And when you think about it, like, some people are intimidated by people. Like, they're a person, just like, you know, they're gonna think like, oh yeah, she thinks. That's kind of how people like think. Because I know, like, if I probably would have known Alina prior to you know, her dating my cousin, I probably would have looked at her like, yeah, she's way out of my league. And especially someone like Ronnie too. So that's why I always tell people, like,
she's breaking up again. I don't think she realized it. No, you're gonna have to repeat the statement.
No chance in the business.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait for her to stop talking because she's not even going. Really? This is crazy. And she's giving a mouthful too. This is good information.
Oh,
oh man.
This sounds great.
Can you hear me now?
Nat, we didn't hear anything you said after I always tell people. Like, you were going in and out the whole time. All we heard was, I always tell people, and nothing else. And I think she's...
Oh, gosh. Well, basically, the moral of the story is, be yourself. Huh?
I mean, we were trying to get it, but
what'd you say?
We thought you were giving good information, but we couldn't hear any of it.
I was. It's okay. It's okay. Because Chrissy, she dropped some nuggets. So I hope everyone took notes. I will be re-listening to this so that I can hear everything that I missed. But definitely, moral of the story that I really definitely got from Chrissy, and I hope that you guys did too, is be yourself, and don't just jump on the first person that is going to be hungry to join if you feel like they're not going to be the best fit for your business. Because some people can really come in and, I wouldn't say ruin your business, but just take it to a level where you didn't think it would be, and then vice versa. Some people can come in your business and truly just change it. You know, and that's what I always tell, you know, between Crystal, Kayla, or any people that had came in the September, October area, that, you know, I mean, of course I was never going to quit, but it was just like, I really was waiting on rock stars to come and like show me that I'm not doing this all by myself. So literally, when you take that time and patience and you get some really good rock stars on your team, it really sets the tone. So those that are like, I can't get a distributor to save my life, just hold on, because you don't want anyone. But Chrissy, thank you so much for hosting this call tonight. I mean, I get so many people that's like, how does she do it? And I'm just like, I want her to say it from herself. And I mean, even you just talking, Chrissy, just made me want to just sign up all over again, because you just have this amazing you just have this amazing little spirit that I'm like, oh, like I want to cry because but yeah, so if you guys don't have any other questions or anything like that,
no, I have a question.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So now that I know, like, this is me being excited. So now that I know that you have retired from your regular 9 to 5 and you are really living the full-time entrepreneur life, I want to know, like, what did that look like for you? Like, were you afraid? Like, what made you just be like, boom, now time to do it? Because I think, like, a lot of us eventually want to get to the point where we're just doing, like, being entrepreneurs full time, but it's kind of scary. Mm-hmm. So, like, what did that look like for you?
Let me tell y'all. One day at work, I'm just saying, I was in sales for a bank. I worked with Fifth Third Bank in the call center. So, you worked in the call center, you know my struggle, you know my life. Mm-hmm. So, I got a call one day. And I just got cussed out, like, to the max, to the point where I sat there and after the call, which means that I kind of took myself out of the queue for a while. And I talked to myself. I was like, is this really your life? Like, this is not your life. Like, you have way too much potential to be sitting here right now taking this. Like, and I loved my team, my job at work, but it was just horrible. So I sat there, talked to myself, gave myself this pep talk, like, listen, I know it's scary because, like, just to give up your income for that moment to try to, like, just, follow your dreams is so scary. However, fear is the only thing that's going to keep you in any type of situation that you don't feel like you should be in. So I gave myself a 6-month plan. I gave myself a 6-month plan back in, December, January, February, March, November. And within that 6-month plan, I told myself, in these 6 months, I want to be able to, by my 6th month, be able to walk away from my job and be okay for at least 3 to 4 and 5 months, maybe, because at that point, I will be able to just focus on my business, because I know sometimes, it's not going to be the best, but giving myself that 6-month plan, I think kind of motivated me. And within that 6-month plan, was one of my incomes that I knew I had to start to increase. Which is why I felt like January, not only did the bonuses inspire me, but my 6-month plan was getting ready to come up. I had like 3 months, January, March. Yeah, April was my 6th month. So I'm like, I have to do something now for me to be able to just walk away, because was going to be that income that was going to help me walk away without the stress. And I just got tired. Yeah, I really just got tired of being unhappy. Like, I just felt so stuck. Like, my life was not what I wanted it to be. My child, he wasn't really, like, he had his moments where I just felt like he deserves more of me. And so does my family too. And I deserve more of me. And I just took that time to just, tell myself, like, this is not your life. List, like, you can do anything you want, because I was like top in sales, like I was really doing so good, but this is not my life. So that's why I told people, I don't care how much money you making at whatever job you're at, if that's not your dream, if you're not happy once you leave, let it go. And that's with anything in life. So I just told myself, I'm gonna give myself a 6-month plan. I can't take this anymore. And when I do walk away, I'm never going to give up. Like, I'm going to always keep working as if I'm clocking in a 9 to 5. So since I left my job, I have probably worked. Like, I literally wake up at 6 something in the morning, and I'm probably up until 3 to 4 at the latest working, because I know that in order for me to just be able to take like a vacation for a week or 2 or 3 without doing anything, I have to work until I'm able to get to that point in my life where I can just relax. And right now is not that time, because I need to get myself to a certain level in life where I can relax. So, walking away was just me just really sitting back, understanding that this is not my life. I'm not happy, and I want to be happy, pretty much.
Well, thank you for that.
Yes, man. Look, I'm sitting here clapping like, she better say it. Yeah, I mean, entrepreneurship is not easy at all. I mean, because I did the same thing. I was working at a call center too, so that's just so funny that you say that. Mm-hmm. And I put in my 2 weeks thinking that they were going to give me 2 weeks, and they didn't. They said I had to go the same day. So just learning that, and then the same day I learned that I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant now, and I just lost my job pretty much because I was going to quit anyways, but at least thinking of getting another check.
Right.
So to say that I'm leaving a what do they call it, a dependable income, because I think we're just so used to that, and I think that's why it's so scary for a lot of people
That's it.
to do the jump, is because what about benefits? Yeah, benefits. And what about the income that I know I'm going to always have because of salary? And I feel like we really won't be able to ever touch our maximum amount of not only money, but just dreams, because we're just so stuck in that cubicle.
Yes, comfortable.
We're just so used to it. So, yeah. I mean, I know, I know just up and quitting, of course, isn't everyone's ideal, thing that they can do right away, but I definitely always say, like, go for it. Because I mean, even with Crystal, she definitely wanted to be one of those, I want to work my 9 to 5 every day and then do it. But now she's seeing, like,
making that point.
Entrepreneurship is fun, of course.
Yeah,
work. Right, but definitely.
I think, like, what I like that you said is that since you, like, done this full time, you continue to work. And I think that's something, like, a lesson that everybody can take away from it, because it's like, no matter how high you go in rank, you have to work just as hard as you did from, like, day one. And never forget literally why you joined the business, and continue to complete your steps of success every month. Like, go hard at them every month. It doesn't slow up. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I know that's what Fallon says too. Like, as soon as she quit her job, you see how much she works. That child doesn't even sleep. Not saying that that's how it'll be ideal, every single day of your life, but you work hard, you party hard. I mean, she just left from Paris, so it's like you definitely always want to have that mindset of, since I'm working for myself, I literally have to hold myself accountable. Because I don't have someone saying, hey, Antoinette, or hey, Chrissy, or hey, Crystal, that somebody, is trying to contact you, or someone needs you. So,
yep,
it's definitely something you have to be disciplined at.
Most definitely.
Well, I have one more question. So if you could just give maybe, I don't want to say a quote because I feel like you've already been giving quotes, but, like, what would be something that you would just say to someone who maybe, like, a little discouraged, someone that was maybe just like you, didn't take it as serious at first, but now they see it and they're ready to redirect their businesses, but it's not taking off as fast as they want it to? Like, what would you say to that person who's actually
I'm so good with these quotes, and I have the best quotes that I'm really going to use my team. I always say, slow and this is, y'all probably heard this as a kid, but slow and steady really wins the race. And this is why I say that, because when I first was trying to, like, build and promote, I felt like I was going so slow. Like, everything was going slow. My loyal customers was going slow. Me understanding the business was going slow. And it was just like everything wasn't going as fast as I wanted it to. However, as long as you know that eventually, long as you are understanding the business, you're making moves. Like, your moves might not be what you want them to be, but that moment when you can see that your hard work is starting to pay off is when you know that even though I kind of came in slow and things didn't take off, like, I just didn't come into business signing 2 to 3 to 4 distributors and 6 to 10 loyal customers, that eventually you will succeed. Like, you're gonna get to that point. So always understand that slow and steady wins the race. You can't just come into something fast, because in the type of business like this, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. You got to understand this type of business to even succeed. So to just come in fast, like in your first 30 days, like going diamond and stuff like that, I kind of sit back, and I'm not saying that that's something that people can't do, because they can. However, I feel like you have to really you have to work smart. You have to understand that sometimes just going fast and just rushing to do things, it just kind of, it makes a mess sometimes. It's kind of sloppy. So just understand that slow and steady wins the race, and you just got to tell yourself to keep pushing, and understand that the only way that you won't succeed is if you give up on yourself first. Because in order to in order to become successful, you got to understand that you're the one in control of that. Like, you're driving. So if you make a pit stop, if you take a break, that's you. If you keep driving, no matter what comes in your way, that's you. So you control it. So just always understand that.
Good info. Good info.
And that's pretty much that.
Yeah. I don't know if Net is still on the call. If she had anything else she wanted to say too. Does anyone else have any questions? Because we can just get ready to wrap it up. No. I know Net likes to give her little goodbye spills, but I think she's out again, y'all. Okay, so I guess we can go ahead and wrap up the training. Thank you again, Chrissy, for hosting it.
Welcome.
We do appreciate it because, like we said, you're a DT and LC magnet, so sharing your tidbits is always appreciated. And I hope that everyone has an amazing night, and that's all that good stuff I got to say. Good night, guys.
Good night, people.
Good night.
Good night.